the reputation of our pageantry here in the Philippines. And I can only do that, of course, with Mr. Vic Fria. So with this, we are asking for your help. We are asking you to support us just like how you supported us during our first journey, and thank you so much for coming here. So, before I introduce our official distinguished guests, friends, and proud kababayans of Ifugao, today is not just a celebration of beauty, but a triumph of purpose, heritage, and heart. It is with great pride and deep admiration. Our first ever Miss World Philippines Ifugao, Miss Valerie Pawid West, our official representative for Miss World Competition 2026.
Oh my God!
Empowered woman grounded in her roots yet soaring with dreams. A biomedical engineer, a singer, and now a beauty queen with a purpose. She carries with her the soul of Ifugao, the spirit of the rice terraces, the resilience of our ancestors, and the warmth of our community.
Thank you, amiga.
As she stepped into the national stage, Valerie brings with her the untold stories of our land and people. She represents every young girl from the highlands who dreams of making a difference. She is a symbol of what it means to rise with attention, lead with compassion, and remain deeply connected to one. To Valerie, your journey inspires us. We are in awe of your determination, your vision, and your heart. You wear the sash of Ifugao not just on your shoulder, but in every word you speak and every step you take. And whatever or wherever this journey leads you, know that you have already made us proud. Let the world see what we in Ifugao have always known. That beauty, purpose, culture can shine brightest when they are one together. To do the sashing ceremony, of course, with Miss.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official candidate from the province of Ifugao, Valerie West.
Let's go, Val! Oh my God! Panalo mo yan. Di pala. Closer po. Let's go! Closer po. Here. Here. Okay, dito po. Okay, so LV dito. Here. Thank you, sir.
Mga babaeng walang pahinga na talaga si Valerie.
Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, thank you so much for coming here for today's contract signing and officially partnering with the Miss World Philippines Ifugao organization, and of course for welcoming our first ever Miss World Philippines Ifugao. And maybe one thing that I would advise maybe to her is just don't be afraid to be yourself. In this industry, we may be boxed sometimes into a few stereotypes, or a lot of people will be, a lot of voices will be surrounded within you, but know that the voice that's truly matters is within you. And please know that the Miss World Philippines organization and us is deeply happy to welcome you, and we look forward to this beautiful journey. Thank you so much.
Naiyak naman.
Last minute, I thought I would surprise everyone with a little bit of a surprise, so hope you enjoy.
She'll sing?
Okay. So good evening, everyone. Let me start by saying, wow, it's good to be back in the Philippines. I stand before you today with deep gratitude and a heart full of purpose as your first ever Miss World Philippines Ifugao. Being entrusted with this role is an incredible honor, and I am committed to carrying it with grace, integrity, and authenticity, of course. It's really true that when God closes one door, He'll open a window. So like every opportunity I've been blessed with during this incredible year, I promise to pursue and embrace this next step with complete and unwavering dedication. To Tita Jeanette and everyone behind this platform, thank you for believing in me and my potential, and for creating opportunities that empower voices and celebrate beauty with a purpose. Your trust means, for lack of better words, the world. To my family, friends, and supporters, your love and encouragement have been the foundation of my confidence. You've stood by me through every challenge and triumph, and I carry this new title with you in my heart. To the people of Ifugao, this is ultimately for you. Over this past year, the mountains of Ifugao have served as a place of sanctuary, a source of strength, and an image of home. It has been a truly unforgettable experience representing you, and I thank you all for your unconditional love and admirable sacrifices. This next journey is another chance for us to showcase the beauty and immense culture Ifugao has to offer. So I hope to continue to honor our homeland and our heritage throughout. To all that were able to make it to this monumental event, our friends of the press and media, the Miss World Asia, or the Miss World Philippines organization, Miss World Asia herself, as well as my Reina Filipina family, Sir Ryan Blazozon, who made this beautiful dress, Miss Shandy Lim, Jackson Chua, and our event here today, Red Dynasty, Dr. Homer of Monarch Montage, Dr. Abe of Beautiful Expressions, Tag Puwan, and of course, my family at What's Up New York. Thank you for your invaluable support and mentorship always. In closing, as I step into this new journey, I hope to be a light to others, to uplift the communities we touch, and to be a living reminder that leadership begins with compassion. Thank you again for the gift of trust. I am ready to serve, to continue growing as always, and to make a difference. Hagio Ifugao, Mabuhay, Philippines. Thank you.
Dahil dyan,
My heart isn't yours to claim it. It's gone and I was over until you kiss my lips and you save me. My head's been strong, but my knees were far too weak.
share if you enjoyed the Miss World Philippines.
Of course. So I think I got bit a little bit by the pageant bug here in the Philippines. But as I've always said, I really think that timing is everything. So I just finished my degree in biomedical engineering. I'm in a bit of a gap year. And I think it's always important to keep learning and growing. So this is a creative journey that I'm more than willing to really go through this next year. And why not? Always push yourself. I tell that to everyone that I talk to, especially the youth. So why not push myself this next year? So that's why I'm joining Miss World Philippines this year, because I think our vision and our values really align. Thank you.
Hello. Okay, Valerie. We saw you as a competitive and a well-prepared candidate in your last national pageant. So, what kind of Valerie West can we expect this time as you run for the Miss World Philippines title?
I think, like I said earlier, and from the advice of Miss World Asia herself, I think the Miss Valerie Pawid West, Miss Ifugao, that I'll be putting on stage is my true self, as always. I value authenticity, especially in leaders. And in pageants, we have a really big responsibility to be leaders and represent our people well. So I need to show my authentic self throughout. So what you see is what you get with me. So expect to see that on that stage.
Okay, just a follow-up, what makes you an effective Miss World pageant, a Miss World beauty title holder, no? Coming to this edition of the pageant?
Sure, I think that I have a unique perspective. As someone that is a PhilCom member, I obviously come from the United States, but really value my deep cultural heritage here in the Philippines. So having a candidate that has experienced both sides, living abroad and experiencing the Filipino community and pride there, as well as really deep family roots here in the Philippines. I embrace both sides of that, and I think that will encourage me to fight harder to represent both sides of my culture throughout the competition. So I think I have the determination and grit to compete this year.
Well said, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well said.
Tagalog ka.
Kunti lang
Oo,
po, working
kanina.
on it.
Importante, nakakaintindi ka ng
Of course.
Tagalog. Of course.
So I've been working with the PUSO Foundation for the past 5 years, I believe. PUSO meaning Purposeful Unconditional Service to Others. They're an organization that works internationally, and it's something that I've really taken time to support throughout my college years and especially in Philippine pageantry. So I'll continue to support PUSO as always, doing medical missions, education system support, all things like that. But I'm also working right now to support the community in Ifugao, specifically through my medical knowledge, as well as being in pageantry, trying to mentor young girls to go for it, to push themselves, and make an effect on an international stage. So I'm working on an organization right now, and more info is to come, but we're very excited to see the impact we can make back home.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Hello. Regarding with your last pageant, you became a dark horse. You are one of the most loved contenders from your previous
Thank you so
pageant.
much.
So my question for you is, what are they going to expect for you? Are you going to sustain that energy, or are you going to be another Valerie on MWPH stage?
Well, I said I need to keep learning, growing, so I'll be pushing myself even further during this journey. I really value coming in with a fresh edge. So even though I'm not quite the newbie this time around, I'm going to be bringing a different edge. Hopefully some new things to the table, so keep expecting more. Edge. I'll be bringing edge.
Thank you so much, Val.
Thank you. And nice to see you.
Again.
Again.
My group name.
Yes.
Sama.
My travel buddy.
Yeah. Valerie, first, congratulations sa
Thank you.
last pageant mo. And of course, congratulations sa appointment mo as Miss World Philippines Ifugao 2025. And we know naman Krishna is from the North. She represented Baguio
Yes.
City, and you're now representing Ifugao.
Yes.
What do you think is the most special, I mean special thing from the girl from the North? Diba? Like, anong tubig? Like, anong classic magic?
Yeah.
What kind of magic?
The air.
Yeah, and wind.
Yes. Weather. I think the most special thing, I'll also let, of course, Krishna speak on this, but for me, the people of the North, the Car region, have such a deep-rooted connection to our roots, the environment. Something that really inspired me about Ifugao during my travel there actually was the close connectedness in culture to environmental conservation. So I think that has something to do with it. Our rich culture is something that is rooted in us, even if I'm abroad in the US. My parents taught me about all of our traditions, our woven fabrics, everything like that. So it's something we bring as an edge in the fashion.
Okay,
I'll let Krishna talk on
Pwede.
On a lighter note, I think the people from the North are known to be warriors. Sabi nga nila ang mga Igorot ay warriors. So I think we embody that as well as beauty queens. We're always there to fight for what we believe in, to fight for who we are, and to fight for the things that we stand for. That's why maybe now we see Valerie again on the national stage because she's a warrior herself.
Guys, but simple. Okay.
Super simple.
Super simple. Valerie, why should you be our next Miss World Philippines?
I think I should be the next Miss World Philippines because I, like I said, bring a unique perspective as someone that has been in the US, grown up there, but also still really connected with my culture here in the Philippines. I bring a worldly view. I'm someone that's not afraid to push myself out of my comfort zone. Coming here to the Philippines without knowing the language at first, I'm showing that I'm not afraid to take the next big step. And that's something we want as a representative at Miss World this year. So I think I have what it takes to really push myself, grow, learn throughout the journey, and then represent really well internationally in the next season. Thank you.
Miss World Philippines. Of course, I'm so proud that there's a representative from Ifugao, and it is the first time. And just my only advice is just be yourself, do your best to represent, and because just do your best. Think about your province and be proud of your province that you're representing, and at the same time, just think about make the responsibility of a beauty queen is not being glamour. It's not being popular. The most important is being the ambassador of your province. And you have to do a responsibility as an ambassador of your province and do a lot of charity works. Because that's the essence of Miss World. That is the motto of Miss World, which is the beauty with a purpose. So that's all.
Thank you.
Obviously. Well, obviously, but even if you weren't here, I would say Krishna, because watching you compete in Miss World this year was truly inspiring for me to put myself out there again and compete. So especially watching someone from the northern region conquer and do so much good on the international stage and come home as Miss World Asia was really impactful. And at this age where I am competing in pageants myself, she was really one of the first Miss World Philippines that I looked up to and really inspired me to join this pageant organization.
Wow. That's 500.
Ifugao for Miss World Philippines. So if ever you win the crown, the Miss World Philippines, so what can you offer to Sir Arnold? And of course for the organization.
Of course. Well, if I were blessed to be the next Miss World Philippines, I'm offering my unwavering dedication and commitment to being a true candidate that fulfills beauty with a purpose. That's really something that stood out to me about Miss World in general, are the key values and the core of what makes a beauty queen a beauty queen. At the end of the day, we're leaders in our community, we're representatives of our provinces, and that's something I want to embody throughout my journey, whether I win or not. I think it's important that we do good works in our community, give back, and that's at the heart of me as a person, and will be always a part of me as a title holder. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And my question, aside from having an exceptional talent, what makes you unique from the other candidates of Miss?
I think every contestant has something unique to bring to the table. As beauty queens and throughout my beauty pageant experience, I've met so many wonderful and inspiring ladies. Myself, I think I bring a unique perspective in the fact that I come from a medical background. I grew up loving the arts, singing, dancing, doing martial arts. So I expect to use all of those different talents in my volunteer work, in the pageant, and all the core values of Miss World Philippines. So I think that's what I bring unique to the table, my educational background, my commitment to volunteerism, and how I choose to use all of those things to impact the community. Thank you.
Today as a candidate of Miss World Philippines.
With all of the things I've gone through this year, I've learned how far I can push myself. I've been tested on so many different things this past year, even beyond pageantry, that kind of told me that the sky's the limit. And it's something I want to tell upon all the youth that I come across during my pageant journey, anybody that I'm able to inspire. keep pushing. The sky is literally the limit. I have overcome so many different things this year that I never thought possible. So really, really push yourself throughout, and that's what I will keep doing in Miss World.
Thank you so much and congratulations in advance.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Yeah, since I just would like to ask, now that you're here competing in a different pageant system, how would you now how would you drive your purpose to your beauty?
I think I'll be continuing all the things that I was told upon when I was a child. My parents, especially my Filipino mother, showed me that hard work and dedication and always give back to the community. So use my beauty, my God-given beauty, my talents to give back always. And that's my purpose here in Miss World. It's something that really drew me to this pageant system, is its strong rooted connection to volunteerism, giving back, because it's something that has always been a part of my life. So being able to use a platform like Miss World Philippines to push that even further and touch more communities is something that's very important, and I'll be continuing to do through my pageant journey.
That's good. You know, one of those days, like,
Thank you.
yeah, when I was vlogging you during your previous pageant, I noticed that insurmountable energy that you have, whether with your pasarela walk, you came from zero to hero. So how were you able to mold or develop yourself to being such a competitive candidate, knowing that you had zero background as a pageant contestant?
Well, like Krishna said earlier, being a Filipino from the north, I have that warrior spirit. So I can't say anything but lots of hours of time and effort. Being a beauty queen is not all the glitz and glam, like Sir Arnold says. There's countless hours of practice, pushing yourself, pushing your body to the limit, even your mental health. So I just really, really put my all into it. And that's something I do with all endeavors that I go after. So,
what's your current mindset? Are you more pressured to deliver? Like, since knowing that a lot of people, a lot of pageant fans know you now that you're about to compete in your second national pageant.
well, obviously, I think the pressure comes for myself, if anything, because I really want to make Ifugao proud. Like I said in my speech, this is for Ifugao this time around. I want to make my people even more proud, and I felt like I still had some more energy left in the tank. So, not really pressured, but excited to go on this next journey and see what comes from it.
Thank you so much, and good.
Paano ng upper crust?
Over here, Nef.
Over here!
Isa pa.
Back to back na ba ito?
Valerie, back here. Krishna. Valerie here. Krishna here.
Krishna, thank you.